Hello everyone, welcome to this module. In this module, I am going to cover general principles and practice followed in LC. So this will be a guide to the exporter and importer who wants to do the international trade using letter of credit. So I've seen so many exporters who comes to me, they ask about what is LC because um, they will have a contract with the buyer and the buyer will say ship the goods, I will open a LC. So you will be secured using LC. But still, the exporter will not be satisfied because he doesn't have much knowledge about letter of credit. So they used to know, they want to know more about LC. What is that LC? What is the protection the buyer is talking about? Is my goods secured? Will the payment secure? So that is the question exporter will have in his mind. Even few importers, they used to say, exporter is willing to ship the goods. I have secured a contract, but he is asking me to open a LC. So how do I do that? How do I approach my bank? So a lot of things, a lot of doubts around the LC is prevalent between the exporter and importer. But the traders, they know something about LC. Say for example, if you ask the exporter, he will say that it's a secured form of payment. If you ask someone else, then they will say that there are huge charges involved into the LC, and few will say a lot of bank procedures are there, and few will say that most of the documents are refused due to the discrepancy. So each and every trader, exporter or importer, they have their own understanding based on the experience and knowledge they gained around LC. So in this module, I try to achieve to give a overall picture on LC. So if a exporter and importer, if he sees this module, he will understand that, okay, this is how the payment is routed. This is how the documents are checked. This is how many days the banks take to check the documents or make the payments. And this is the overall time period it will take for the payment to reach. So I'm going to give a glimpse of how long it will take for documents and payments. And also, I will tell you the guiding principle of letter of credit. So why LC is so special? So in this course, I will explain the end-to-end knowledge about LC so that the exporter and importer will have a clear-cut knowledge before choosing the LC as a payment method. Then I will explain the payment methods, the common payment methods prevalent, which is being used in international trade. I will give you the basic flow of what are all there and how it happens. And also we will see the flow of letter of credit, and we will also see why it is so important and what is unique with LC and why there is so much of importance given to LC. We will also talk about the risk and responsibility. So there are a lot of banks involved in the letter of credit procedure. We will give the definition of what the bank does and the overall responsibilities taken by the bank. For example, if it is issuing bank, then we will give you what it does and what is the responsibility it carries. Then again, we have confirming bank. So we have few other banks like reimbursing bank, nominated bank, negotiating bank, then advising bank. We will all see the definitions and responsibilities and what exactly that bank does in the letter of credit cycle. And more importantly, we will see the document and payment movement. So this is where the exporter and importer will be puzzled. So how long it will take? Exporter once asked me, like I presented the document some day before, but till now I have not received any reply from the bank. So actually how long it will take? So whom I can complain? So that is what he was asking. Then I said there is a guideline for banks to handle the documents. So this is what the number of days will take. So there are a lot of publications given by ICC. So we will see all those things. And we will, more importantly, we will see the document flow and the payment flow. And in letter of credit, the unique thing is banks act as per the face of the document. So document is the only thing which bank will see. It will never see the goods or its conditions, or it will never worry about the goods position in the transport. Document is the one one area which bank will focus. So if the documents are perfect, then everything goes well and the payment will be very smooth and without any delay. So it is up to the importer and exporter to bring everything into the document so that the bank verifies everything is okay, which means that it is backed by the goods. So document talks the goods. So if goods has to be pretty well, if it has to move well, then it has to be communicated in the way of document where bank sees, reads, checks, and does the necessary thing with respect to document delivery and payment routing. Then we will introduce the ICC publication. So we talked that LC is so specific, it is so special, and it has a niche market. So why it is so special? What governs it? What guides it? So that is where we have this ICC publication. So there is a written guidelines, there is a standard accepted practice, how a document should be there, how we need to interpret it, how long we have to take. So there are publications which gives those rules and regulations, or to say like it's a guideline for anybody, for a banker or a financial institution, and also for an importer and exporter. So we will see a glimpse of the ICC publications involved in LC, like UCP, ISBP, URR, Incoterms, so that we will know that why LC is so special on that. Then we'll also see how the LC is issued and how the payment processing is done. So this is more of the bank system. So how they treat the entries. So how the payment is considered in their bank system once the issuance is done, or what needs to be done before issuing an LC. So it's more of a banking procedure, so that exporter and importer will have an idea of what is done in case of issuance and what is done in case of payment in bank system. Then we will also introduce the fees involved in LC, which is very important and more concerned to the exporter and importer. So they are worried about the LC fees involved in it. They feel that it is very huge, and it is true when it compared to the other payment methods. Because of the uniqueness, because of the security, it is so unique. That is why it is more niche and more charged high. Then I will introduce the LC fields. I will show a simpler sample LC, and I will show the fields involved in LC, and I will explain what is the importance or what is the purpose of that field, so that you will have an idea of what are all there in the LC. We will also see some Swift messages used in LC cycle. So you might have heard on MT202, which is a bank payment, bank to bank payment, then MT103, beneficiary payment, then we have MT700, which is the actual issuance of the LC. So we'll see a few other Swift messages used in it. So this will help you to understand when you talk to a banker, or a banker expresses something to that, we have received a 734. So which means that a refusal message, so that it will help you to understand more on the letter of credit. Then we will see the basic problems faced by exporter, importer, and a bank. So each and every party has to understand the letter of credit nuances and do their part correctly. If someone fails, then the other party is affected, and there is a trouble and there is a delay. So we'll see what are all the common causes or common problems or basic delays when something goes wrong in LC. Then I will explain you the common discrepancies arises or common discrepancies raised by the bank. So I will read out some discrepancies, and I will say how it happens. We'll see a glimpse on that. So with that, this module will come to end. So overall, if you see the end-to-end letter of credit cycle with respect to the full decision making, whether I can go for a letter of credit, what is letter of credit, this is all about letter of credit. Okay, I know everything. So that clarity I want to give through this module, and I'm sure that you will get that. Thanks for watching this module.